We're men in tights.
Tights.
We rob from the rich and give to the poor. That's right. I did that in primary school, and all the girls laughed because all the guys had to wear tights.
You performed Men in...
We performed Men in Tights, that song, and all the guys had to wear tights, and it was really embarrassing. And the girls knew for weeks, and we never did a dress rehearsal or anything, so they just got to see it once. And we had to.
Who chose the song?
I don't know, the drama teacher, whatever. At the time.
Is it a man or a woman?
I can't remember.
This is important.
Maybe for you, it wasn't. There's nothing sexual about it. It was just.
No, I'm not saying sexual. I'm saying that. Well, it could have been. If it was a man, it could have been sexual. If it was a woman, it could have been like, I'm going to embarrass these boys.
Maybe, but we all fucking did it, and you know, and we kicked ass. Like we learnt the whole routine, and the girls were in the front row during the performance, and we were doing the can, and. But we were all getting into it, like, fuck it, we're on the stage now.
That's surprisingly comfortable.
Yeah, and then, you know,
I feel very limber.
they try to come to school on the Monday or whatever, and they say, I could see your penis is really small, you know, trying to make fun of us. But we were, like, unified because we all had to do it, you know what I mean? If just one guy had to wear tights, then it would have been gay. But because we were all back there putting the tights on, like...
How many of you?
I don't know, like a class, you know? 15 kids or something. It was pretty funny watching all these, like, little primary school kids. I mean, I was a primary school kid at the time as well.
Were you like 10?
But, yeah, trying to put on tights for the first time. Still, I don't think I've ever worn tights since, but...
Long johns are like
I've worn
tights.
long johns, but getting on tights is even more difficult because it's really thin material. So you put it on, you try not to break it, and you're doing this little dance, and there's like all these kids just jumping around backstage trying to get tights on for the first time.
I can see where they got
And
the
they're
name
like, we need
from.
someone over there on Jonathan.
Okay.
We got 2 minutes until we have to vote.
It's falling over, writhing around on the ground. Yes, they are tight.
Not over your head.
Please say at least one person put them on their head.
Or backwards or
I'm
something.
going to rob the school.
I don't know. Robin Hood kind of... I like his costume till it gets to the tights, you know? Like his upper body, his torso is good. That's fun. You got the shirt and a vest and the little cap with the feather the feather in it.
Some practical
reason. And the belt. You know, it's a good look. If he just wore some pants rather than tights, why do you have to wear tights?
There must be some reason.
Did people really wear tights in the Shakespearean times everywhere, or was it just in the theaters? Like, were people just walking around wearing tights? No.
I don't think the
They
farmers
freeze to
were...
death, you know?
Yeah.
Just wearing tights.
Farmers in tights.
Like hipster, you know, middle centuries.
They might have been wearing tights because, you know, they're on stage and they need to move around and, you know, like ballet. You know, it's all stage. They need to be able to jump and high kick and everything. So, you know, if they got tights on, then it's easier.
Durable.
But I don't think that.
Durable.
Yeah, probably not walking around. You know, walking around the streets. You know, going to get something to eat with tights on. Is my thinking. I'm not a historian.
Which tights should I wear today to the store?
Yeah. It's like a cartoon. They open up like the wardrobe and it's 30 pairs of the same tights.
Green, or green.
I'm gonna go green.
You need to go shopping. Goes to a supermarket, shopping mall in the woods, and it goes into a tight store and they're all green. He's like, I'm just looking for something different, you know. Then he finds a pair and it's just a green pair. Ooh, these look good. Yes, these will go nicely with my white shirt and vest, with my feather cap.
His name is a play.
Robin Hood.
Yeah, his name is a play on because he robs the rich, right?
No, it's because he's from the hood and his name's Robin.
That's a coincidence.
He's Robin from the hood. I'm stealing from the rich. Give to my people in the hood.
He prefers to go by Bob or something like that.
Robin. Do you reckon Bobbin? If he was Deutsch, be Vobin. Vobin Hood.
Yeah.
Robin Hood. No, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Germans wouldn't have that kind of fairy tale anyway. Their fairy tales are much darker. Mary went to the woods and she ate too much food, so then she got glass in her eyes, and so that's why you shouldn't overeat, children. It's kind of like, okay. Like, what's a real one of the
Brothers Grimm?
Yeah, the Brothers Grimm, the Grimm ones.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, I was thinking, didn't Disney do a couple, like the early ones, like Snow White?
Snow White is.
Yeah, is it?
And
I'm pretty sure.
Rapunzel?
That sounds like one as well.
Sounds German. Rapunzel. Ich liebe dich, Rapunzel.
Lass deine Hair
ist sehr schlang.
runterfallen.
It's so beautiful.
Just fucking take the stairs, cunt. What's with the fucking hair?
What was Rapunzel's deal?
She was locked in the tower.
And then her hair grew real long because she
was there for so long.
She never got a haircut.
Yeah, there was no stylist in the tower.
There was no hairdresser or scissors weren't permitted. Security was tight. There were no scissors permitted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, past the boarding gates.
Lucky for her, somebody that was strong enough
to climb up her hair.
Mm.
Did he like go in there and like fuck her, or
like
you think like
is that the moral of the story?
Why else would you fucking climb up some bitch's hair up a tower and then get to the top and not fuck her?
She's like, I just want to be friends.
Yeah.
She's seeing other people.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, okay,
I'm
maybe
not ready for a commitment.
Yeah.
I'm really not looking for anything serious right now.
And slowly climbs back down her hair.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
it's going to be awkward, but can I use your hair again?
If Rapunzel was set in Berlin, that's what it would be like. She's like, look, this is fun. You climbing up my hair. I'm actually kind of into that stuff, but I'm not looking for anything serious right now. You know,
I'm on a self-discovery. You know, that's why I moved here.
I'm trying to work on the relationship with myself. You know, first before, you know,
I need to be comfortable with me.
I'm 28 years old. I'm from the West Coast.
I live in a tower.
I live in a tower. I have very long hair. It's the style in San Francisco. You might have heard of that place.
Fucking San Francisco.
I work in the internet.
I'm a digital nomad.
Yeah. Yeah, bitch. You San Francisco bitch.
That guy the other day. Hey, you guys look like fun. Oh, fuck off.
Hey, you guys look like you're having fun. Do you mind if I just invade your space here? Is that cool? It's like, fuck you. What am I supposed to say?
Yeah.
No. I tried to be the nice guy and be like, he's like, can I sit here and join you with your fun?
Frank, we should inform you that the other day after we finished work, was it Saturday or Sunday? We were sitting on the road like a bunch of degenerates drinking beer. And
just bantering.
Yeah,
I saw you there.
And this guy just comes over and he's like, "You guys look like fun. Can I sit?" And what do you say to that?
You guys look like you're having fun. Do you mind if I like just join you guys here? I just ordered a burger, and it's just like we all work together. Like that's what I said, thinking that
we're not having fun.
Yeah, like we thought he would understand that it's like, oh, these
I don't know what it looks like to you.
These are they're colleagues. That's why they got us in a circle.
And we're literally sitting on the road.
And we're sitting on the side of the road, and we're just having a few beers.
Yeah, it does look like fun.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable.
You know, this is what happened, and this is why I was, I'm trying not to be an arsehole. I'm trying to give the guy you don't want to eat a burger in the gutter, man. Like you just eat there, you know.
He had a table.
And we work together. It's I didn't even go that far. He decides to sit with us, And the conversation straight away just goes from like inner circle banter where we can say pretty much whatever we want just to make ourselves laugh. Kind of like this podcast. I don't know if we started yet, but whatever. Anyway, the motherfucker, Frank, he starts with the small chat. And like, so where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from? Australia. And then fucking Xandra was there, and she's like, well, I'm from the UK, but I'm also from Germany, so I'm actually technically from, like, I'm half. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Where are you? Berkine, this club. And it just turns into, like, the most boring cliche conversation.
He was from San Francisco, and he was working in web development or something. And it's like, and he's like, but yeah, I'm trying to get into something over here, but I can,
I can move around.
He's a digital nomad from San Francisco.
The motherfucker, like, I was being real, because that's the kind of guy I am. And he's like, so how long you lived here? And I'm like, 4 years. He's like, oh, do you speak German? I'm like, not really well. I get by, but not well. He's like, really? Like, I've been doing like this language course for like 2 weeks. Actually, I've only been doing Duolingo. And I'm like already like finding it so easy and fluent. I'm like, yeah, bullshit, man.
Get fucked.
Yeah, firstly, bullshit. And then he starts like
speaking in German.
Yeah, starts speaking his shitty German in his shitty American accent and trying to be all like confident and whatever. And then he says like he pronounces shit terrible. Like he said a lot of wrong things. And then I actually got to like at one point diss him in German. With 2 words that weren't. I was like, deine Mundestein, something. Your mouth is. I don't know. I forgot what I said, but it was some kind of diss in German, and he was like, "Oh, so, yeah, maybe he was being a little modest when he said he doesn't speak German." I'm not. I'm just not a fucking arsehole like you pretentious cunt.
I did Duolingo. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Duolingo, motherfucking ass.
I'm finding it real easy.
How long did he stick around?
I think we left.
Oh, that's why you guys all took off.
Yeah, he left. We left, and I was like, "See you guys."
He wasn't one of these cool Americans. He was one of these invade your personal space, really loud, overconfident.
Just fucking obnoxious, man. Like
obnoxious.
Center of attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, just...
He was a cliche. He was a walking cliche.
Did he eat his burger in the gutter?
Yeah, and he was offering us fries. And we're like, dude, he was offering us fries off his plate. And we're like... Yeah, and we're like, no thank you, we all work here. Like, and he's like passing it individually to everyone. And I'm like, nah, dude, no one's gonna want any, like, trust me. And... Do you want some? And Brody's like, no, I work here and I really don't want any, thank you. Chris, do you want any? No, I really, that makes me sick if I look at fries. I've been
eating them all day.
He's like, puts it in me. I'm like, dude, I've been making the fucking burgers all day. I don't want to fry. And like,
I think
and then he's like,
weird.
Passes it to Xandra, and Xandra's like, oh yeah, sure. We're best buddies now.
You want to go to Burger King? But what's weird is, he went to the restaurant alone, which I don't have any problem with that. You've probably heard it's a good burger. You're going there. But who goes and tries to join a group that's sitting in a gutter, drinking beers, and then has their meal in the gutter with these people, probably not really even enjoying the food that they're paying a lot of money for? Well, that's weird.
I don't think you know about San Francisco, but it's a bunch of hippies, man. Bunch of hippies, fucking flowers.
I
remember when George Harrison went there?
I don't think it's like that anymore.
It's a bunch of flower, tree-hugging hippies, Frank, and you know it.
I heard there's a lot of homeless people that shit in the streets.
I heard it's got a big gay culture and a big black drug culture. Like the downtown San Francisco is quite quite dodgy, sketchy.
Frank,
those sound like fun.
What, shitting in the streets?
Yeah, but then it's also like the richest city in America, or like the most expensive.
Is it?
I don't know. It's expensive.
It's really
From
fucking
what I've heard. I've
expensive.
never been
It's
there.
because of the fucking Silicon Valley and shit,
Right.
and California being
So yeah, it's not
California.
I've been there. My friend has a rent-controlled apartment in the center, in fucking prime position.
Glug, glug, glug.
How is that for a sound?
Wow, that sounds
We do
great with
sound
these
effects
headphones
now.
on.
Here, I don't know if I can do it again. It was just the first swig.
I want to try and do that.
You need another beer.
Need to open one first.
Yeah, it's gotta come from the
For
beginning.
a quarter,
See,
for
it
a hot
doesn't work.
fist.
It doesn't work the second time.
God damn it, Frank. That's so loud.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. So I had
It's
to
really
read
loud
that.
in my headphones.
Take two.
That's why I'm not wearing the headphones.
Because you're a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Just because a tree falls in the woods and no one's around doesn't mean it
knows how to take a shit.
doesn't mean it makes a sound. It does make a sound.
And if a deaf tree falls
Something about
in the woods.
me trying to use a metaphor to make you an asshole. You know,
Right.
didn't work.
Yeah, I don't need your help.
Yeah. I don't need your pity
Yeah.
words.
I can look like an asshole just fine.
I
on
can
my
look like
own.
an asshole all by myself. Thank you very much.
Is that Elvis? Is he in the fucking building?
I can be, damn it.
How
How can I get into Elvis?
That was, that's
It's hard to
Colonel
know.
Sanders, I think.
I'm gonna tell them, I'm gonna fuck these girls.
Wow.
I'm gonna fucking do that shit.
I'm gonna win that race.
I'm gonna win that race. Gonna get that lemonade. That cool, refreshing drink.
He was actually blonde.
Elvis.
Mm.
I don't know.
Did he dye his hair?
Yeah, I think so.
Or did it get dark?
No, I think he dyed it.
Really?
Like Michael
Yeah.
Jackson. The opposite.
He died
His
as well.
hair.
What?
Well, Michael Jackson started off as a black man, ended up died as a white man. And
Oh, I thought
Elvis,
he was saying he's dyed his hair.
yeah, I'm just saying he had a condition where his hair went from bleach blonde, you know, pure blonde. To
That's
black,
what I thought.
to black. And what kind of Elvis would you want to meet? Which stage of his career? You could meet Elvis.
Well, I mean, you could. The cop out of that question is you meet him in like 1955 or 54, and then you just stay friends with him. So you get to see.
No. You
Too
only
sensible.
get
No.
There's got to be a deal. Like it's only a limited time. You know.
You're
Can't
like
just
48
be like,
hours.
I'm
with
gonna
Elvis.
be his childhood friend. Fuck that. The question is, in his era, which era do you think would be the coolest Elvis to hang out with? The fucking fat Elvis? I don't think no one's gonna choose that. Although the Las Vegas thing and the whole,
Well, I think then I'm gonna have to choose that.
you know what I'm gonna go with? The comeback special 60,
Oh, yeah, okay.
66.
8.
He did a couple. He did a couple of specials. Frank.
Comeback special A. Elvis, isn't it time for another comeback special?
Is that the one where he's wearing the black and he's in,
Yeah, it's
in a
68.
circle? The 68 special and I'm all shook up. I'm fucking bloated. Yeah.
My mom got married by a
Elvis
what's it?
impersonator?
yeah,
No fucking way.
Really?
In Adelaide?
yeah,
Yes.
on the beach. Well, like on the like a boardwalk thing. But he turns up in his Cadillac, and then he's like, what's the person that does the marriage thing? That celebrant. He's like, oh, you working, take Peter, we were a husband, and we all like. And then he's like,
Brady's
all right,
Elvis
now
is
I'm
pretty
gonna,
good.
and now he's gonna sing a few songs, and he fucking sings a few songs. Because my mum fucking loves Elvis.
Which Elvis was this?
Fucking hell, man.
This is the not the real one.
No. which period Elvis?
That's a good question.
What's the
I think
things like rhinestone
that's relevant.
thing?
Yeah, that's later. That's the 70s Elvis.
I'm pretty sure that's the one.
Like with the glasses and the big, and
I mean, come on.
cape.
The impersonators do... The impersonators do that Elvis.
Yeah, basically.
Like, you don't get really young Elvis impersonators. You get people
You
who
don't
do
see
the
them.
whole...
I think there must be.
Yeah, I reckon there's ones that do the whole, like, decade by decade. Like 50s, 60s, 70s Elvis. They do a whole show out of it, you know? But most of them that you just see on the street or whatever, they're going to go with the the glamorous...
The rhinestone
I wish I ran into some Elvis impersonators on the street.
The Elvis... I'm sure they have conventions every year in big cities where it's like Elvis impersonator convention.
There was one not too long ago.
And they all get together and...
It was somewhere. I was watching a video about it. I don't know if maybe they were trying to go for a record of the most amount of Elvises in the same room. Again, Frank, impersonators, not real ones. But
you know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm just going to say, welcome to the Big Dick Player podcast every, 30 minutes. So I can just edit and start the show whenever.
Right.
We end up talking for 10 hours because I just keep starting the show, and we don't realize this, you know. And then I can chop it up and make a bunch
you
of
take
episodes.
1 minute from each.
Yeah.
Each half hour.
Has it been half an hour yet? Welcome to the Big Dick Players podcast.
Nice to be here. Good to have you.
Welcome. Recording live at Casa del Franco, which is the name that I just given to Frank's
Casa.
Bedroom. Recording live from Casa del Franco. This is the Big Dick Player podcast. I can't do it once. How am I supposed to do it every half an hour? Introduce the show.
Just go, welcome back to the show.
You know what I wanted? Oh.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the show. And welcome back to the show. I think we can practice a little bit.
Right.
We can practice a little bit with our
And here we are.
Shake it on. Welcome to the Big Dick Player
Broadcasting
podcast.
Live from Studio B.
You're listening to Big Dick Podcast. You're listening to Big Dick Players Podcast. With all Frankie Five Fingers.
Were septums thicker back in those days?
So many ways you could do it.
Yeah.
Did the nose not evolve to what we have? There was everybody nasally back in the 40s and 50s.
Hey.
Yeah, I think so.
The Big Dick Players Podcast.
I'm pretty nasally.
Yeah.
I mean, my nose.
That's the New York in you.
I got no New York. It's all Australian and then English. But the thing is, I think I broke my nose at some point in my life and I just didn't realize it. It somehow just started growing crooked. But I think my nose is fucked up. I almost want some bitch to punch me in the face. Just
set it
boom.
back.
set it back.
You just do it yourself.
Nah.
So.
It's gonna happen one day. But I'm gonna,
yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna.
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. It's gonna happen.
It's coming.
I'm gonna pay for it.
I got an appointment sometime in the future.
Yeah, I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming.
And working your way up.
I've just got to be like, no, not from that side, from this side. There we go. Yo, bitch. What up? You're listening to the Big Dick Player podcast. Lambert isn't here. Lambert isn't here, but Frank's here.
Yeah. You're trying to make him be here.
Brody is here.
I am.
We're doing roll call.
I did say that we should just not even acknowledge that you're Frank. We should have just called you Lambert for the entire thing.
Nah,
so that for one
idea.
episode, Lambert turns into some guy from Ohio, and then the next episode, Lambert's back, and we just don't even acknowledge it.
Like a shitty soap opera.
If that was the case, I'd say a bunch of shit.
Yo, Frank, you be playing. Don't you be playing, Frank?
No, you can't call me Frank.
Lambert. No, that's too confusing. It's a stupid idea. I want
I
to get
think
back.
it's a fucking
I
great
wanted to get
idea.
back on roll call. Now, Frank, did you have roll call in school?
Yes.
Like at the start,
Yeah.
every class, or is it just the start of the day?
I don't know.
I don't know. Where's all these questions?
Yeah. I think actually, if
It's
I
a
remember
fucking
correctly, it was
podcast,
in homeroom.
We fucking talked about this
In homeroom, it was.
in
But-
homeroom.
Yeah, but not like in the individual classes.
What
but
about
I
you?
could be
What about
wrong.
you, Birdie? Did you have roll call?
Yeah, of course. I think every
Yeah, I know, but I'm just asking because I'm interested. Because you're from South Australia, maybe they use like whistles or something. I don't know, or boomerangs.
no,
Like,
we had to get rid of that. Wasn't
We just got
reliable
we got
enough.
electric fences, so we know the kids are all there. So what?
Teacher just knows us all. This is everyone. This
Yeah.
is everyone from Adelaide.
Okay, that's all of Adelaide. Go 1, 2, 3. Yep, cool. We're good here.
Good. I think Kendrick was saying that Jake told Kendrick that Queensland is like the Texas of Australia.
I was there, man.
Oh, and
Yeah.
and he's
Tell me
Kendrick
what
said
you heard.
that Kendrick
He
said
to Jara.
to Jara, "Hey,
Yeah.
you're from Queensland." And apparently, she instantly goes, "Yeah, Brody's from South Australia." Though, just throws me straight under the bus. I wasn't even there.
That's true. I remember. Okay, so this is what happened.
Stop
Jake-
laughing.
Jake was telling Kendrick that Queensland is like the Texas of Australia, which it kind of is, and it's therefore it has the most racist. Like it's racist in that way, like a cowboy kind of. You know.
Okay. Yeah. So
Anyway.
say if it's just racist, then it's like the Alabama or the.
No, it's a big ass state. Like it's huge, and it goes through like the tropics and everything. And Jara's from Queensland. She comes into the kitchen, and Kendrick straight up says like, "Yo, Jara, I hear you're from Queensland. That's the most racist part of Australia." And she's like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, Jake was saying that you're from that Queensland is the most racist part. It's because you're all like rednecks and stuff." She's like, "What? Blah 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 blah. And Birdie's from South Australia." And like, I don't know why she mentioned that, but and then she walked out.
Because
Is
everyone
South
just
Australia-
rags on South Australia.
Yeah.
We're like
Is it
the,
worse?
The punching bag.
It's worse, no?
No.
It's it's
But
Queensland
it's like
has
deflecting.
more people anyway.
It's just deflecting. It's like, yeah, we might be a gigantic racist state, but we're still better than South Australia. And then she just left.
That's
threw me
bullshit,
under the
though.
bus. I wasn't even there.
South
I heard
Aus-
this from someone else.
South Australia is like, it's like 2 million people. Well,
I don't think we've made 2 million
Not
yet.
even. And Adelaide is like 1 million. So it means there's like a couple 100,000 people out in the bush in that state. Not, like there's hardly anyone there. And she's claiming that they're more racist. So, hey, there's a lot of talk, a lot of heated talk. Things were said that can't be taken back.
Yeah, I'm so glad
But
I heard that.
I'm
though.
just glad that I didn't say anything. It's because I'm from a more civilized state, Frank.
Yeah.
You know,
Who would you have insulted if you had the choice?
Probably Adelaide.
I see them all as equally bad. You know,
That's such a Melbourne
that's
thing
a
to
bit-
say.
Broad-minded.
Yeah.
Just
up their own
because-
arse.
just because we grew up with more opportunities, they're just a little jealous because we're so multicultural. And we have
Did you
all,
keep those
we have the
opportunities
big
away
city
from them?
shit. Yeah, I mean, we wanted to like fill up their estates with
Yes.
bottles. That's why we always send our bottles to South Australia for refund.
10 cents.
Yeah, it's
And
the
they're
only
always putting little notes in there,
it's
shipping
the
them
only
off.
it's
and
the
they're
only
like,
state in
"Save
Australia where you
us."
can get a deposit back on your bottles.
Because they're very progressive, very forward thinking.
Do they do it in your state?
No, you have to go to like
Which state?
I don't remember. Michigan, Pennsylvania. We don't have it though. You have to
Michigan?
drive
It's
away.
Michigan. Because
Yeah, it is Michigan for sure. It's Michigan. Oh yeah, that's right. They drove. Yeah, right.
Because in New York, it's 5 cents. But in Michigan, it's 10 cents.
Just send all your bottles to Adelaide. It's bullshit.
How much do you
Like,
get?
why do they even put it
10
on
cents.
Okay.
Why even put it on the bottle in Victoria? I'm just saying. You're in another state, and they're
I'm
like,
sure there's another place you can get money back. I swear there's two.
it's a fucking joke. It's an outrage.
What? We do something.
Yeah, why do you have the monopoly?
You're just mad that
anyone else can do it.
Making millions, billions.
he's just mad that Melbourne stole the Grand Prix off Adelaide.
It's true, they did.
So the Formula One used to be in Adelaide on the city circuit there, and
one of the best city circuits in the world
because there isn't a city there, so it makes a great racetrack, and. The roads are huge in Adelaide. It's like a country town. Like you cross from one side of the street to the other. You can just imagine the horts and carts. Yeah. You could fucking land a plane in the middle of an Adelaide street. Like there's just you could do it quite easily.
What are you gonna do with all this land? There's no people for houses.
big road.
Widen the streets.
Yeah.
I just think it's because they used to have horses, like, and carts and stuff not too long ago. I mean, Adelaide only got cars in the 90s.
Well, probably my...
Before that, it was like Borat, where they just would have a car towed by a horse.
Yeah.
That was Adelaide in the late 80s.
Well, I mean...
That was the transition period?
Cooper
That's
still
why
delivers
I was
there.
born there, and my parents, they got me out. We had to escape back
In
to
one of those things?
back to
In
Melbourne.
one of those horse-drawn cars?
Yeah, totally. It was a real rough time. We had to live in our car, and we had to sell our horse, and it was rough times. But yeah, then we got to a better state, Victoria. Captain, what is it?
Sky?
The Conceptozoids they're invading. What the fuck is the Conceptozoids? I don't know, but I don't like the sound of it. Gee willikers.
Just going to say G.
Oh, gee.
Oh, gee.
Oh, gosh. What are we going to do, Captain? Oh, gosh. It's the 1950s.
Get the anti-conceptozoid spray.
Don't worry. I'm a strong, dominant white male role. I'll take care of this. You gonna stay that far back?
I'm just back for the moment.
Oh,
I'm just back for the moment.
Okay, well...
I'm back for the moment.
Back for the moment.
Hi there.
Moment. With a list.
Back for the moment's time.
For the moment's time.
Thanks, Frank, for that.
In the Barcelona. The beaches are better at Casa del Franco. The beaches are better at the Casa del Franco. The beaches are the best. The beaches, they're a little bit of sandy beaches, but
The best beaches.
but they are still the best. The beaches, in my opinion. In all of Spain,
You will not see a better beach.
Hey, I'm serious.
Serious,
I'm
man.
serious. I've been all over Spain. I see the beaches in the south of Spain, in the north of Spain, and this is the best beaches in all of Spain. Compare that.
Serious.
They're little bit sandy. No,
But the beaches.
but the
And a little bit hard.
a little bit. It's the salty. Salty, you say this?
The beaches are a little salty.
Little, and the fishy. You say this? Yeah, they would say.
And lots of people go there, but they're still the best beaches.
Yeah.
I think we should tell you, Frank, that we were doing an impersonation of Freddie when he said the beaches.
Yeah, but Freddie is my go-to South American. For I don't know. I can make fun of him by mimicking him in a real dramatic way. And
He's the best to
and
imitate.
he's just the best to
Yeah.
make fun of, because he says so much outlandish
serious.
stuff. He's just be it's like,
Serious, man.
he's like, I think a pussy is the best smell in the world. Like, the smell on your finger. I'm like, Freddie, what are you doing? But he's not saying it in like,
serious.
he's saying it in a
I think it's
sincere
my
way. He's like, it's
favorite.
the best smell in life is that smell. And he was being, he was
being
meaning it
Brazilian.
in a yeah, he was just being Brazilian.
He's being primal.
Yeah, he's just like,
just-
I love that smell, I'm like, because it reminds you of sex. Of course you love it, motherfucker.
No.
Yeah.
No, man. It's serious. It's like.
Are you saying that you like the smell of your own balls? No. No one smells that. I mean, maybe people do, but I don't. And the point is,
it reminds you. The smell reminds you of sex.
Reminds you of sex. And sex is good. Sex is good because you're Brazilian, and that's all you think about. I think about one thing, man. That pussy.
The scent itself is, but then I guess you can say like any smell reminds you of something.
To me, it's the smell of basil.
Reminds you of sex.
This one time.
Climaxing, yes, but not sex. No, it's the smell of basil releases good endorphins, like happy endorphins.
Now, who is this Basil?
Yeah,
who is this Basil? That's what I thought too.
Basil plant, man. Smell of basil on your fingers. I'd prefer that than pussy. I'm sorry. I'm not a 20-year-old man anymore. You know,
my 40.
My priorities. Yeah, he's 40, but he's going on like a teenager.
He will have that forever.
What, fish fingers?
Fishy fingers. Jesus. No, I don't know.
He's 40 going on like 18.
I just think there's a lot of smells out there that I appreciate now.
Basil being one.
Basil is one.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I think Freddie's right. Pussy is a good smell, but that's because it reminds you of sex.
You're not getting like like an air freshener. You're
not getting a pussy air freshener. Only a fucking meathead would get it. Yo, this is my fucking pickup. It's got a fucking badass pussy air freshener here. How fucking badass is that?
Hanging from the rear view mirror.
That's because there's nothing more that I love doing than smashing beers and smashing poon. Right, bro? High five.
I'm not touching that hand.
Up top, bro. Up top. Has anyone ever said that to you? Up top.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Fuck you.
He's American.
Hey, buddy, up top. Up top, buddy.
Jesus.
Up top.
That's why you left the country. Up top, buddy. Hey, big guy. Hey. Hey.
Don't leave me hanging.
Don't leave me hanging, big guy.
He's still there. He's still there now. He's hanging. He's been hanging for the last 15 years.
When's he coming back?
Frank,
I don't think he's coming back, man.
Dang, Frank is gonna be back, bro. He's gonna be back to give me this fucking up top. No, he'll be back.
He'll be back. He'll be back. Don't. He won't leave me hanging. I know Frank.
Me and Franco gotta, we've been riding around for a long time. He's not gonna leave me hanging. He's not gonna leave me hanging. He did. Sorry, Frank. He moved to Germany and created Casa del Franco.
Please just let me.
Welcome.
Please, senor. I beg of you.
Do not leave me hanging, eh?
Please don't leave me hanging here up high. Please, mister, I am begging you, senor. My hand is so tired. I am so tired of holding my arm up here so high.
I need my siesta. I cannot do with the hand up top. Franco, where are you?
Please, Franco, I am begging. Just one high five. Please, senor. No, come back. Come back, senor. No. I beg of you. Up top, bro. Up top, buddy. Big guy. That's what I got in the States, was a big guy. I'm like, I'm not a big guy, dude. I'm a regular, if not, skinny dude. Dude, you need to like, I don't know, increase your vocab with your slang.
Maybe it's ironic.
You need to be like, hey, buddy. I could deal with that. But big guy, I'm not a big guy. That sounds condescending. Because I'm like, I know I'm not a big guy. So who you calling big guy?
Yeah.
Big
Fuck
guy.
You,
big guy.
Because you're much bigger than me. So fuck you, big guy. If anyone's a big guy, you're the big guy. I'm the regular ass guy. Fuck you.
Up top.
But, no, America's it's fun. I'd like to go back there so I can make more fun. But I need to have, like, my right crew to be able to... You know what I mean? Like, to go to a place it's just far more enjoyable if you've got someone there to make jokes about everything too. It's like when me and Frank went to Rome and we're just like, Italians are so fucking cool. Look at them fucking just the way they're fucking talking about shit. It's like an episode of Seinfeld, but in Italy. You're just sitting there drinking coffee and just observing shit. Being like, look at this lady over here. What the fuck's she doing with that thing?
What's the deal?
Look at the way she just yells at that guy. Isn't that hilarious? Like, it's just, that's
Slacks him on the side of the head.
yeah. Fucking, can you believe this lady? She's just like,
get a load of this lady over here.
she's calling some guy to get us arancini delivered here so we don't leave. They get like Italians are so cool that it's
Exactly.
like, oh, you come in here?
She didn't even speak English.
Yeah.
And she's like, I pointed up at the thing. She's like, ah. I'm like,
You live here now, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you live here.
You're going to meet my mother. Yeah.
You stay for dinner. You stay for dinner, and then tomorrow you move in your stuff, okay? You stay with us. You
10 minutes.
how long you stay?
10.
How long you stay? Just for like two nights. Just one more night, actually, when we're leaving.
Come back and
It's
see
not-
me, okay?
You stay with us.
You stay with us tonight.
You stay with us, and you move your things in with us. Yes.
I was rolling a joint in the bathroom at work.
I like where this story's going.
Downstairs.
This is gonna be a fucking nightmare episode to edit, by the way. Like, it's already like, I don't even know how long, 50 minutes or something of just bullshit. There's
Yeah,
like
sure,
2
of course.
minutes of a kind of a conversation, and then just
Right, yeah.
5 minutes of fucking God knows what.
And now it's back to Frank shoving coke up his butt and rolling a joint
I feel
at
like
work.
to get a whole hour, like, to be, we gotta
Oh,
be,
if
we gotta
this
be,
so
gotta
far?
be
No, this is
focused.
not. It's not there. How do you do that?
Welcome back to the Big Dick Player podcast.
Welcome back to the Big Dick Player
Where we teach Frank how to
Podcast.
use
Yeah.
the complex grind.
You're listening to the Big Dick Player Podcast. I'm from down in the south, and all the boys
Oh, Lord.
it was in the style of the time that all the boys would be going off to the wall. So all the women they would be taking control in the factories where the boys our boys would out over there and play fighting in the wall. And we were just so thankful for the Lord for blessing our boys to come home from the wall.
What have I come back into?
We're just doing like a
Well, we're not there yet.
we're doing a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm trying to.
There was a
In between
swimming
characters.
pool, I remember.
No colours allowed.
No.
We weren't going down that road, although we are from the south.
So it was more than likely.
We were talking about the big, great wall. Damn it.
A great big steak that I cooked. It was the only steak I made that year.
Brody's totally,
Because we had
Brody's
not
totally
much- we
lost
didn't
because he
have any
went to
money.
the toilet.
Yeah.
There's no
I'm
idea
out
what
of the loop like 1 minute, and this is what happened.
Well, me and Frank are just doing a bit, man.
Hey,
Doing a
no
bit.
judgment. I just got no idea. Everyone, I come back, everyone's from the south. You know, how did this
It was
happen?
my 1940s
Documentary.
Ken Burns documentary. There's a documentary on the Second World War, and there's this
That was a chance
lady.
to say it, actually. That was the wind-up of the joke. There's a documentary about the Second World War.
There's a documentary about the Second World War, and there's a lady who speaks like that in the documentary, and I just like to
Just riffed with
to
it.
riff to that, and I really like the way she says "wow."
I thought you were saying wall.
No, wow.
Wow.
All the boys had to go to the wow.
Wow. Oh.
And when I
Goodbye.
and then me and Frank, yeah, I mean we're
In any
backtracking
way
now. It makes it
possible.
less interesting. But we
Yeah,
can move on.
when I came back in, you were on the moon. Frank said you packed a lunch.
Yeah, we were making it was getting elaborate, but we're tying things up.
And exactly, because we did all that because our boys
Our
were all fighting
boys were fighting.
They made it all possible by fighting in that damn war.
You know what? I'm glad I know the road you took to get to where you were.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it'll make more sense.
Just listen back.
You can always listen back, you piece of shit. I've got some questions or some topics that I wanted to go through.
Yeah, what are they?
They are.
What's the deal?
What are the hot topics today, Frank?
Hot topic. Hot topic.
Hot topic.
With that beat? Hot topic. Hot topic.
Hot topic. All right, first hot topic today is Sundays in Germany.
What's the fucking
What's
deal?
the fucking deal with Sundays in Germany? Now, folks, we're gonna enlighten you about Sundays in Germany. It's the day of the Lord, and because of this, they shut down their supermarkets because
They shut down everything. They shut the country down.
Well, there's the Spätis. The little shops are open.
but
the
they're all
major
run
things,
by
anything
like
major-
immigrants who aren't German.
yeah, who don't
Or Christian.
follow their religion. Exactly.
But staying on the topic of Sundays in
Hot
Germany.
topic of Sunday.
Hot topics.
Stay in the lane, Frank.
Stay in the lane. No. Speaking of lanes, no trucks. No trucks are
On
allowed
Sundays?
to drive on Sundays.
Really?
How fucking dumb is that, man? If you go through Germany and it's a Sunday, you can't drive. You have to just stop and just wait a whole day until it's Monday.
Really?
Until you
I
want to
didn't know
drive
that.
through the country.
I had no clue.
That's
And when it
pretty-
comes to Sundays, it just goes to another level.
I mean, some people will argue that the day is for the families, you know, like, so at least you get,
sure. But
at least a worker, no matter what, will get one day off with the family.
Except for
but-
all
but-
the workers that don't.
Let's not forget, though, that they also, you're not supposed to do anything noisy on Sundays. So it's like
Yeah, right.
forbidden to
I mean,
put your bottles out or to mow your lawn. Just things like that. Anything that makes a lot of noise. Or
is
anything
mowing
that,
the lawn one of the things too?
because
American
it's
pastime
it's
on a
working.
Sunday.
Yeah, in Australia as well. But it's because you're making noise and you're working. You shouldn't be doing that. I think you can play loud music like partying.
Yeah,
but you can't.
You can go to a fucking club.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're allowed to have fun.
You're allowed to have fun. Okay, now
Noisy
is the
fun.
time. Everyone, this is a Sunday, and everyone, you are allowed to have some fun.
Get the cocaine.
With the cocaine and the dancing, yes, this is okay. This is not forbidden.
Yeah.
But-
it's the day of the Lord, you know?
You go on
Anything not fun.
anything on your electronic.
You need bread and you want to do some shopping?
No, this is not fun.
What's wrong with you?
Sinks.
Things.
Sings.
Things. With the make of the noise. The make of the noise. Go on Italian. The make of the
Probably the
noise.
case I would guess it might be
In
the case
Italy,
in
they probably
as
don't care.
well
They're
on
like-
Sundays.
I'd be like, hey, stop making all that noise. I tried to make a lunch here. My beautiful lasagna. And you're distracting me with your loud noise.
But they'll yell that.
No.
He'll yell
bother.
at- yeah, exactly. Stop with the noise!
I'm telling you, hey, what's the matter with you? Why are you doing that? I'm doing it because I need to cut my grass. It is too long. Oh, okay. I did not know that. You can do that if you want to. That's Italians. They just yell at each other. But it's
He's
fucking,
like,
they're
"Do whatever you
cool.
want." Yeah.
Hey, what do you think you are doing? I'm on my lawn.
That's a good. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Oh, okay. I thought you were mowing my lawn. That's okay. Don't bother. Hey, bye-bye.
How was your mother? Yeah, she's okay.
Yeah, so
The whole country.
Sundays in Germany. Well, you know what else we were talking about? I was saying that Germans aren't cool, and I mean that in a
In
they're-
a condescending way.
I'm trying to say this in a
What's the word?
what's in a polite way, and
Yeah,
not
exactly.
insulting
Derogatory.
way.
Maybe racist.
Yeah, I'm trying to say
And then we'll-
superficial or
I think
stereotypical.
Yeah, maybe.
Stereotypical. Yeah, but
Yeah.
just the essence, like
Heartfelt.
Germans are many things, and I know a lot of German people I've met over the years, and they're all like different and interesting, and I don't know,
they can be
fun.
They're like cool people, but they're not cool.
I'm just saying, like, there's, you know, people that are just fucking cool. They just ooze out cool, and Germans don't do that. Like, I've never met a cool German.
Cool?
Even if they're cool.
Like 50s cool?
No, even if they're cool.
Like 68
like,
Elvis Comeback
something
cool?
kind of nerdy about them. You know, like they're I don't know. Maybe it's just the accent and the culture. I don't know.
I mean, are they renowned for humor? They're renowned for...
No, cool is not... That doesn't... Cool and humor
you don't need to be...
have
Yeah, you don't have to be funny to be cool.
No, you can actually...
But I mean,
unfunny.
I'm saying...
Actually, it helps, actually, if you're not funny.
Well, yeah.
To be... That's the cool.
They're mysterious
that's
cool.
Mysterious cool.
But they're not mysterious.
Mysterious cool.
They're not mysterious.
They're like engineer.
Everybody form the line, please. Form the line. Yes, that's good.
Excellent.
It's Sunday.
Yeah, that's not very mysterious. It's pretty straightforward.
Yes. You have the
There's a lot
line
of
here.
mystery.
This is the beginning of the line. And over here we have the ending of the line. Okay? Yes, I know what the line is. I've been in a line before. Here, you wait. This is the waiting.
This is the...
You'll say
the
because we have written
The
down...
warting line. Here.
Yeah, the Wartung is here.
You must wait here, okay? Until you hear the sound. The sound will be very loud. Followed by your surname.
That's
And
you.
this
is you.
this shall inform you to go forward from this line over here, okay? When I've had a few beers, I can do German all right.
Yeah, that was amongst the best I've heard you do.
You know, it paid off being here for 4 years just to do that. Just to pick up on the... I didn't learn any German, but I learned a German-English accent.
Yeah.
I think that helps.
Yeah, I go around. Hello, yes, my name is Sean. I'm from Bavaria.
How you call it? How you call it?
You know, Bavaria is we drink the beer and we.
No, you have to say where you're from for real.
Bavaria.
No. I mean, like if it's you.
Oh, for me, I'm from the Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah,
Australian.
That's a good one to learn. Learn how Germans say Australia.
Australian.
Yeah, I guess.
Australia.
Österreichian. Österreichian.
Yeah.
It's funny how Austria becomes Österreich.
It sounds very much like Österreich.
Frankreich. Everything's Reich. What's going on here? Third Reich. That was one thing that Kendrick did. He would ask people in German what their favorite Reich was, and I just thought that was hilarious. So he'd be like,
Really?
He'd be like, Entschuldigung, ich habe eine Frage. Okay. Welche Reich ist deine Lieblingsreich? Die erste oder die dritte? Das zweite oder dritte? Für mich ist die zweite. Die zweite ist mein Favorite.
Mein Lieblingsreich.
Ja, ist mein Lieblings.
People
would just be like, what the fuck are you talking about? What's your favorite Reich? Holy moly, guacamole. Did you ever say that when you were a kid?
Holy
Never.
guacamole.
I don't think I've ever said that once.
Well,
I'm not going to start now.
yoink. I've got another hot topic. So, what was the theme song for that?
Theme tone?
The team tone.
I don't know.
The team tune.
That was Sundays. What's the deal?
Oh,
Sundays.
hot topic.
What's
Hot.
the deal?
Today,
the deal?
tonight on Sundays, what's the deal?
The deal.
We'll be looking at.
This Sunday on What's the Deal?
You have to say on. What's the deal?
What's the deal?
Sundays, huh?
We're asking the kids, what's the deal this Sunday at 8? I'll be there, will you?
Sean Ainsworth takes to the streets to ask the one big question. Sunday, what's the deal?
But first, we ask, if Facebook has to remind you if someone's birthday, did you really remember?
Probably not, because if it's reminded you, then you didn't remember.
Yeah, but what if you didn't have...
By technical terms, yeah.
Well, what if you didn't have time to remember because...
Yeah, it's because Facebook got you before you did it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
but you never know. It's a fail-safe. You look bad, perhaps, or you feel bad, I guess. But no one knows the difference.
But do you really need to remember everyone's... Like, I remember my mum, my dad, and my brother.
But I used to say happy birthday to everyone, but I guess...
Yeah, I used to do that a lot more than I do now.
Now I'm just fuck it. You know,
like in life,
maybe if
as in social media life,
if I remember,
you distance.
Yeah, if I remember, then fine. But if not, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You know? I don't mean anything bad of it. It's just kind of like it's meaningless. Yeah. Because birthdays are kind of meaningless in a way.
Yeah, interesting though to leave. So therefore, so you're acknowledge. You know it's someone's birthday, and you don't acknowledge it if you choose to ignore the reminder that it gives you.
Yeah.
Which is a whole nother kind of emotional thing, because at least I find myself, I'm thinking, how well do I know this person?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, and if I don't feel a connection really, then I don't really respond to them. So it's actually a very, very deep level thing, because you wouldn't even be thinking about that person had Facebook not reminded you that it was their birthday. You probably hadn't thought about that person in a year since their last birthday that you may or may not have wished them a happy birthday on.
Yeah, but I mean, do you really need to get a happy birthday?
Do you really need to be thinking about these people? That's the one extreme. The other extreme is, do you then write them a message?
I've
and who really
Facebook
cares what
while.
you say in that message? Happy birthday. Hope you have a nice day.
I think there's different levels.
Whatever.
There's different levels.
Okay, in Germany, when it's someone's birthday here, they like to celebrate into the birthday. Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's like midnight comes, and then everyone gives them a hug. Like they've all been born at midnight or some shit. It's
they do shots, yeah.
It's fucking retarded.
Well, it's that day. They want the whole
the
fucking
whole
day. Well,
day.
you don't have the whole day, because the second half of the day you're hungover and in bed.
I was at a party, and we're in our apartment, and it was their birthday, and we're there till midnight, and it was fucking crowded. There was like 20 people in the studio flat, and midnight came, and everyone stood up to hug her, and they were waiting in line. Like one person would come up and hug her, and then
it's like a
say,
wedding.
"Oh, congratulations! Oh, happy birthday! I'm so glad we're friends. Oh my god!" And they'd have a little chit chat, and then the next person would come up and go, "Oh my god, happy birthday!" And I looked up and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna do that."
There's a pageantry about it.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that shit. I'll just say happy birthday later.
Look like the shit boyfriend.
Yeah, and I totally did look like the shit boyfriend. But I was like, fuck this. This is stupid, and I don't believe in it, so fuck you. And I thought it was stupid to wait in this tiny apartment where it was such an inconvenience to stand up all at the same time and wait in a line to hug a person because it's their birthday. Wouldn't that person much prefer I treat people like I would want to be treated. And in that situation, I'd want people to just fucking have a good time and continue talking rather than come up to me and pester me for fucking 45 minutes being like, "Oh, hi, great, good to know you."
And everyone's probably already got their seats.
That's where I'm
everything.
fucking different to other people. So fuck you. I just won't have as many friends. I don't care. Fuck you.
You went down a little dark hole there.
I need to vent that shit, Frank. Someone buys me a drink on my birthday, I'm like, we're fucking... I owe you one.
Don't they do it differently here? You buy them stuff?
Yeah, that's the weird thing as well. In Germany, it's considered... if it's your birthday, you're supposed to be inviting everyone. So
you pay for everybody.
You pay for everyone. But in Australia, you would...
But then you can make them do it like what I did was I had everybody in the room make out with me. Like in a row, one after the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, at least that's what
Midnight
pay them,
came,
but you can
midnight
control
came,
them.
and
it's like, okay.
Frank starts putting the lip balm on,
Right.
and he's just like, okay.
Well, they know what's required, actually. I'm paying for the evening.
Yeah. They knew what was coming. The doors are locked. You know, no one's
Exactly. No one's going anywhere.
This is a birthday party.
It's like 10, 15 minutes each.
Yeah.
Radio, welcome back to the Big Dick Player Podcast.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We are still here.
We're still here. We're still recording at Casa del Franco, the most prestige studios on the lower south side of Berlin.
Of the east side.
Of the east side.
Lower,
Which side of the wall are you on,
part of the
actually?
east. Huh?
What side of the wall are you on? Is this the east or this is the east, right?
This is the east.
Yeah. So Frank's in the. We're coming from you live from the lower east side of Berlin. East.
This is Upper
Berlin.
East Side. No, it is Lower East Side. Sorry.
It's lower east side. That's what I
Lower
said.
East Side.
Welcome back to the Big
Could
Dick
you
Player
bring me back a
Podcast.
drink?
We're
Thanks.
Brody, could you get me another fucking beer, please?
could actually bring
while
a
I'm
whole
doing
handful.
this? Just bring a bunch of beers over here, will you?
Anybody want a banana? Or?
Just get a bunch of them bananas that I like, will you? Yeah, so,
I'm waiting for summertime to listen to this one.
what's
to listen
what's
to the
this
mono
one?
recordings of the American version of Revolver.
We're taking a little moment here
Yeah.
to do Frank's album review
I should
of the week. It's the
unpackaging the mini
musical
vinyl.
the musical segment we've added to the show. Frank's album
This is
of the week.
Casa del
He's
Franco.
unwrapping it as we speak.
Yeah.
Casa del Franco.
It's a mini.
What is
version. It's a Revolver, the American version of a Revolver.
By
the Beatles.
By the Beatles.
Yeah. It's small. It's CD size, but it's got the record label here, or like the record
it's a
cover.
C-
like
it's a CD.
But it's a CD. Yeah.
And
But the important thing about this
all
is
the
it's the
mono
mono versions
tracks.
exactly, and you get the stereo as well, and they make a big difference.
Why?
Especially for things like when you listen to them in places that have speakers spread apart, like at work. You can't with these old recordings, and you know this. You're missing half of the thing if you're on one half of the room, because it's so hard mixed left and right. You get vocals, and then you get only music, or you're missing whatever bass, crazy stuff like that, because it wasn't important. But you start listening. I started listening to some of the mono albums like Rubber Soul and stuff. Because I've only listened to the stereo stuff. I think most people have only listened to the stereo stuff all of their lives. So there's a little bit of a dynamic to that. What's that?
I listened to some of the mono stuff.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is
sure.
the first time only over the last like half year or so.
I'm pretty sure when they re-released a bunch of Beatles stuff, they did it in stereo and mono. And I just accidentally downloaded some of the mono versions of tracks.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I when the internet was at that stage where you would just download things and people would list them as whatever they thought they were.
Oh, they didn't know exactly what it was.
Just like you just have to take someone's word that this is the Beatles' Revolver album. It could be Rubber Soul. You don't know. They could be idiots.
Well, okay.
But yeah, I remember hearing it and being kind of like,
yeah, there's something
it
a little.
makes sense.
Yeah. But I guess once you start, which is what I'm trying to in my spare time now and again, is to listen to what the differences are because they paid attention to these mono mixes and spent a lot of time on that compared to the stereo mixes. There's going to be little nuances that if you listen to them, I guess back to back, you might be able to pick up. Like, oh, they were thinking, oh, this is like, you can hear this much better in this way. What a clever way of doing that. And then in the stereo thing, it was just like left and right.
Yeah, man. I mean,
we'll see. I'll let you know.
It'd be really great if we could get the time to do that. You know, just sit in a rocking chair and listen to all the
these
Beatles.
days. After I finish this behemoth.
Behemoth. So I got a story for you. Today when I was walking, I had like my headphones in and I was listening to a podcast.
Now, in my head, you are dressed like a pimp.
No,
walking with, and you got a cane, headphones on. Sure, still, I'm with you. Go ahead.
You're about 95% right. Okay.
Okay.
So there I am with my pimp cane, and I'm walking down the street. This van is reversing, and there's there's two guys. So one guy's driving the car, he's reversing this big ass van backwards onto the sidewalk, and there's another guy like guiding him in so he doesn't hit anything. And then there's some random pedestrian just standing directly where the van is reversing back into, and he's just standing there drinking a beer, just like totally unaware of what is happening. And this guy that's directing the car doesn't notice the guy. So this van is just slowly about to run over this guy. But it's very slowly. But they just somehow did not notice each other. And I'm there with my headphones on, just watching it happen. And I'm like, no, surely the guy's going to tell the guy, hey, can you move? Or, hey, or the guy's going to notice. Nothing happened. So I yell out, oi, like really loud. Because I'm like, oi, fuck, like, move.
Run over someone.
Idiots.
Yeah, I wanted to yell out idiots, but I was like, oi. And that was just the first thing that came to mind. There's a gentleman walking in front of me, and he turns around and looks at me. Yeah. He turns around and looks at me, and he's like, he gives me this real, like, concerned, like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Why did he make that weird noise?
Oi?
I was like,
Oi?
because I was like, oi.
He wouldn't even know what that meant.
So the guy in front of me and the guy that was going to get hit by the truck eventually noticed, like with about a meter to spare. And then, so I just like ended up looking like an idiot because I said oi. But I was trying to save the idiots and ended up looking like an idiot. And that was the ironic part of it, which I thought was funny.
Well, I mean, that really just... It's just Berlin, like, people are just oblivious.
Man,
You're on
just
a
is so
footpath.
comical, like that fucking van going, and this guy just standing there drinking a beer, totally oblivious to just like, I'm just happy he's gonna fucking get crushed by a truck.
You're like, do I let it? Because I really want to see someone. I just want to...
I don't know, I'm just...
I was like a warning to everyone else.
It hurts to be that aware, Not only am I aware of my own being,
Yeah, you're taking care. You're taking care of the world.
I'm like a fucking...
You're looking out for
It's because
a really
every man.
shitty superhero.
It's because you got two eyes.
I am every man.
I am every man, the new Marvel.
Yeah, you're here to say
Every man. Yeah.
Every man. I'm like, hey, fucking oi,
That's your catchphrase as well.
oi,
Oi.
oi! There's a fucking van there. Move. Fucking hell. Fucking.
that
Oi.
man's about to get
Oh, you're
run
gonna
over.
drop your shopping. The bread's gonna fall out of your bag. Oi.
Yeah.
Excuse me, your bag's unzipped.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oi, shoelace.
Oi.
Mild-mannered Shorns Ainsworth is every man.
Do I have to pick up your dog's shit
Yeah.
again?
Hey asshole. Hey asshole. Hey.
Oi.
I just want to let them get run over because you know what?
Because you're not every man.
No, because I want it to be like an example. I want everyone in the vicinity of that to see that example and go, hey, you know what? Maybe we should be a little bit more aware when we're walking along the footpaths.
This is a common theme amongst the Big Dick Player podcast, which is...
The footpaths here are like 8-lane highways, yet people still could just...
Yeah, we got real small footpaths in Australia. They're like 2-lane,
It's like
one going one way, one going the other way. Same as our roads. A lot of our roads. So we just get used to sharing the roads. We've got so much space, but we've got little roads. So we learn to live together.
Well, except in Adelaide, would have big roads.
No, except for the main streets of Adelaide.
We got big roads, but
they're-
still small footpaths. These footpaths here are like
You don't have-
3 Adelaide footpaths.
So you're saying they're too big?
I'm not saying they're too big. I'm saying
People are privileged here with the amount of footpath, but they're still assholes with
Yeah.
the way they go about their walking. They're careless.
They don't walk. Like
this is true. Yeah, they will take up a whole. They won't let you pass.
Yeah.
They're not
And
aware.
there's a lot of room.
They're not aware that you're there.
But it's also maybe like because nobody seems to be in a hurry.
They're not in a hurry.
And when I'm in a hurry, which I guess I should learn from them.
Don't become one.
Don't be don't be in a hurry. I do generally follow the don't be in a hurry philosophy.
Refer to them as them. Okay.
No, this is just,
that humanizes them too much.
This is, by the way, not specifically German. It's Berliners we're talking about.
It's Berliners.
We're talking about Berliners here on the Big Dick Boom
every
podcast.
men and women.
Every man and every woman.
There's like tunnel vision, and anything else outside of that is not existent. Like I see people just stop in the middle of the footpath.
I've seen people just
Stop.
You wouldn't believe it. They just stop.
Oh lordy.
Stop in their tracks, oh lordy, in the middle of the footpath. You wouldn't just believe that on the footpaths they just
Stop walking.
People walking, they just stop walking right in the middle of the footpath.
And they don't work on Sundays.
We went off to war for what? For what? We come back and this is what happens. It's terrible here. It's terrible.
Birdie's trying to jump aboard our.
He's like the Southern Belle.
Yeah.
I want in.
Birdie,
you
you
guys went
Southern
to
Belle.
the moon.
It's okay.
You went to the moon.
Yeah, I'm from the wild times. Hey, you know what's funny? It's gonna be 2020 next year.
That's not funny.
Yeah, it is because we can say we're living in the roaring 20s again.
Oh yeah.
And it's gonna be fucking.
And we got 2020 vision.
What, Star Wars?
Yeah. Like Cantina Band, we're all wearing suits again. That's how I picture it.
Yeah, that would be
It's
nice.
the 20s again. So we're like, you see, I'm gonna talk like this. Now,
That cigar's gonna make a comeback.
cigars and
Pinstripe
broads.
suits.
Broads and cigars.
See?
As far as the eye can see, you see.
See?
Yes. How many C's can you get in a row, you see? That's the trick.
You see?
The more C's you get in a row, you see.
It's a zoot suit riot out there, I tell you. Sees as far as the eye can see.
I was just watching. It was the Ken Burns Prohibition
Yeah,
series where they also it's so hilarious.
I have not been able to find that online. Like I tried.
It's on Netflix. I'll show you.
It's not on Netflix.
Yeah.
Not the Prohibition.
Netflix product placement. Hit the button. Yeah, exactly. It just appears out of nowhere anytime you say the word Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix. You know the guy that made that sound.
Yeah, it makes a lot of money, I'm sure.
Every time.
Yeah, exactly.
He gets royalties every time that
Yeah,
sound.
I think I told you
What
that.
sound?
The start of Netflix.
Yeah.
Every
I
episode it comes up.
I don't have Netflix.
Well,
I'm not paying that guy.
Yeah. I don't believe in that.
He's not getting my money.
I don't believe in royalties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Queen can go fuck herself.
Did you say the Queen?
They've had it
Of
too
England.
good for too long.
Queen's
She's got enough
fuck
money.
themselves.
She's got enough fucking money.
how much money do you reckon she's sitting on? The Queen. Couldn't be that much.
They get paid from the taxpayer, though, I think.
Yeah, they got
get
land.
like a
They're all land people.
They're all land people. They own like Buckingham Palace and shit.
But I still think they, they get a certain amount of money, like from the, tax or whatever.
$500,000 a day, something like that.
I'm not sure.
$500,000.
It's very specific. How do you know this, Frank?
That's what they tell me.
They? Yeah, this goes deeper. Casa del Franco? Casa.
Secrets
Casa?
come out.
That means castle, doesn't it? I knew it.
Means home, actually.
A man's home is his castle.
Are you king of your castle, Frank? You queen.
Master of my domain? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Just watch where you
Queen
step.
of the castle. I had another topic.
Hot topic. Hot topic is I'm gonna steal someone's beer.
On tonight's version of Hot Topics, we're gonna play for you. some of the best tunes of the modern era coming up this summer.
Sung by us.
Sung by the one and only Casa del Franco.
Choir. Orchestra.
But first, worst dressed tourist. USA or USSR. It's up to you.
Ooh. USSR.
Are Russians...
USSR. Russia.
Is Russians. Are Russians
Yeah.
more poorly dressed tourists than people from America? And I'm going to say...
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a close call.
I will tell you the difference right now. The difference between the Americans and the Russians is the Russians think they look good and they dress up and they doll themselves up and they wear all this shitty fucking...
To a male or female or both?
Oh, see, I was just picturing like the tracksuit Russians.
No, they wear like...
I thought all Russians wear that.
Well, they all have a chain and they all wear a tracksuit and the girls are all bleach blonde and fucking fake. I don't know. It's just
fingernails.
Yeah, and they always wear very revealing bathing suits. It's this kind of new wealth, as they say, new wealth, where these Russians have just like all of a sudden got money, and then they're just like, the most expensive thing is the best thing, and so they don't really have this, building up of what's good or bad. It kind of just becomes a thing of money, which is not how taste works. So they've got bad taste, is all I'm saying. Anyway, Americans, very different.
This just in.
Sean
says all Russians have bad taste.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, carry on.
And Americans, they just don't care. They just wear whatever the fuck bullshit they have. They just seem to be wearing like a bunch of old some sweatpants and like a fucking, or like a girl be wearing like jogging shorts and like a hoodie from some fucking American college.
That's pretty
and then
hot,
like
though.
that's pretty hot though. Brady's like, yeah, she sounds fucking alright.
Yeah, exactly. Who is? They introduced me to her.
Yeah.
You know what they call
with like bouncy breasts. Very luxurious breasts.
They call them Norts because they're Nike shorts. Norts.
I know they like
Norts and a hoodie.
I just feel like Americans are all mix match.
Yeah. That's America. That's not a bad assessment, actually.
Like, and that's the difference between the poorly dressed tourists is the Russians are trying to look really good and they end up failing, and the Americans just wear whatever the fuck they want and it looks fucking ridiculous because you're like, what the fuck are you wearing? You're in Paris. Like, Americans make sense in America, but when you put them outside of America, it's like watching a reality TV show in front of your eyes.
People out of their element.
What is this place? Can I eat here?
Fish out of water.
Can I eat here? Do I shit here? What do I do with this? Do I fuck it? Am I supposed to fuck this? Excuse me, sir. Sir?
Sir? Hey, big guy. Hey, big guy.
Hey, big guy. Am I supposed to fuck this thing? I don't fucking know where I am. Is this what you do in Paris? I don't fucking know. But this is like the loud, obnoxious American. It's fucking amusing.
Train station.
Yeah.
Train. Oh, I don't know. These fucking Frenchies are real rude. They're real rude, you know.
When I was living in Edinburgh, there was like a story that went around that was someone was on a bus, overheard some American tourists look over the water in Edinburgh to the other side of Edinburgh and go, see that over there, honey? That's France. Because they thought that was like the English Channel. It was like, it's like not even if it was geographically like you could see Europe from that part of the UK, which you can't, it would be the Netherlands. Like, it's way higher up in Scotland.
You're looking down. That's that American confidence.
Yeah.
Let's check out the map.
Well, your map is...
My map is very old.
No, well, look up here. You've got... That's your Scandinavia, just up here.
Yeah.
That's Prussia.
And Edinburgh is about here.
Yeah, right.
So directly across... You're almost hitting Denmark. Have you ever been to Denmark?
I have not. No.
Brody?
Nah.
All right, that's the end of that conversation.
Yep.
So welcome back
Put
to
a
the
bullet
Big Dick. Welcome back to the Big Dick Player podcast. We
Welcome back.
have all never been to Denmark. Very close, very, very doable. Yet haven't done it. Never been. Don't have any intention.
I've not been to Poland either.
Have no intention of going to either of these places.
I could easily
Poland,
hop over.
Poland, I would probably go to Krakow or maybe Warsaw. Sorry, Warsaw. You're in Deutschland, speak Deutsch. Hey, Spasti. Hey? Alter. Alter is the coolest word.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's the coolest word, in my opinion. It's the coolest word in the Deutsch language because you have Alter. It's kind of like if I was to do the like some kind of translation would be like something like a cool dude or like a real cool dude,
Alter.
like a man, like cool man, like cool dude man. Something
cool
like
dude,
this,
Frank.
but
It's like Frank
so
Alter.
like it's so much better than this is bigger. You can't directly translate Alter. Like it's the coolest
difficult.
word. What's your
Alter.
favorite word in the English language, Frank?
Oh man, I don't know.
That's 3 words.
That's 3 words. Damn, boom. I was gonna disqualified there. Brody, what's yours? I like
the most. My favorite word in the English language. Anethicist.
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 Maybe cacophony. I like myriad or cacophony.
Myriad is nice.
Myriad is nice.
Nice. I like myriad.
I'm gonna reflect on that.
In Dutch, I like alstublieft.
Which means?
I don't remember. I think it means please. And I think it's like the bitteschön, if I remember correctly. I should remember, but I'm
Alstublief.
You're
not always remembering things as I should.
Yeah, well, to hell with the short memory, right?
yeah, this is a bit long.
We're in it for the long haul. To hell with this short memory shit.
But I think that's what it means. I think it's their bitteschön.
Petition?
Bitteschön, like in German, like please.
Bitteschön. Dankeschön.
Or and
Oh, bitteschön.
Yeah.
I thought you said petition.
No. Sorry,
Well,
I
I don't
wasn't
know what
very.
that
I thought you said bitchin'. Is the
Alstublief.
game of chat is whispers.
All right, I will enunciate.
And I shall
little bit more.
enunciate
That's a
a
nice
little
word.
bit more. Yes, please do it in more
Bitteschön.
Do you know the
formal
Queen's,
accent.
the
Queen's English, please.
Yeah,
you
enunciate.
Enunciate
The Chancellor's
your words.
German, actually, in this case.
In the Hochdeutsch. Hochdeutsch.
Yeah.
Yes, this is like a formal Deutsch.
Ja, bitte auf.
The most the Deutsch
German,
with you would say with the zero accent. You don't have this in the English accent. In the English.
Yeah, Hoch English is actually Ohio, Cleveland, or actually Cleveland accent.
That's where you're from.
Yeah.
That is American imperialism.
Yeah, it is.
That's
We have the monopoly on language.
Well, that's why.
Actually, it is because it is.
that's
It's
why
like
we
the
have you
radio.
here.
It's like it is the radio voice, pretty much of America.
Yeah, could you do a few like, just for the pod, like, so I can throw it in there? Just like, welcome back. We're playing nonstop. Classic,
that's not so.
classic hits.
I mean, you do
Classic
that. You do that
hits,
pretty well
no
yourself.
No repeat work days here on WFM,
Yeah, I never really talked like that. But,
Wanker FM.
welcome back.
Wow.
Wow. You're in the best place on earth.